Anybody who knows me knows I think majority of people who exist in the world are stupid. And it's not because, oh, we have two different senses of morality, therefore you are an idiot if you don't agree with me. No, that's not the case. I think majority of people are stupid because they don't really seek understanding or really seek information or can't really interpret things that are in plain sight. They forever, deflect to what it is that you're trying to say. Like, the point of a conversation is to come to a consensus, to come to an understanding. Most people only listen to you speak so they can respond. They have no interest or desire in trying to understand what it is that you're trying to convey. In my business of comedy, my career path of comedy, I've seen this several times over. Like, I didn't come into this business to make everybody laugh. That wasn't the case. I'm here to make myself laugh first, and if other people happen to laugh as well, then that's great. But I personally came into this for me. All right, I am a man of the people, but I'm not a man made by the people, if that makes any sense. Because I was who I was prior to even getting behind the camera or getting on stage and grabbing the mic and speaking to people. I was who I was prior to that. I'm not gonna conform who I am because this person doesn't find me funny. Like, in the context of comedy, the goal is never to make everybody laugh. I personally follow the Patrice O'Neal method, where 50 people should be laughing, or 50% of people should be laughing. The other 50 should be horrified because they don't understand the joke. Or if somebody gets the joke, then that's great. But if you don't get the joke, you just don't get it. I'm not gonna spend all my time and energy sitting here trying to, make you understand what it is that I was trying to convey. If you can't follow along, then you're just not part of the team. Those who understand part of the team, we're gonna keep rising, keep growing. Like, majority of people in conversation, or even you can see it in our politics, in our everyday life, in our education, it seems as if people's creativities and people who are outside of the box and think a little bit different than what's generically, indoctrinated throughout the time and duration of your life, those are always called crazy. Like, think of the idea of a conspiracy theorist, right? Conspiracy theorists are already dubbed as, crazy lunatics out of their mind. But in all context and in theory, the only thing about them are they just think different than what the public opinion is. Some of them can go off of the rails, yes, but then the bulk of who they are is just, I'm not gonna believe what it is that you're presenting. I'm gonna go and search for deeper information. I have respect for people like that because they actually want an alternative sort of, viewpoint rather than just watch the tell lie vision and get indoctrinated. Because we see that overabundance of time, really. A plethora of information they put out is just, fake news, as the president would say. Or is it like with his, I don't know, he got some small ass hands. The gloves will never fit. He'll never acquit. But moving forward, I can't have conversations with majority of people because majority of people are just stupid. If I were to ask you a question, what's 1 + 1? The answer is 2. It's an obvious answer. Now, if I were to respond after you say 2 and say, why is it 2? Well, it just is. No, it's not just, it just is. It's very simple. You take one of something, you add another of something, you get 2 of something. It's not that hard to explain, but most people, they have no real explanation. I could sit here and got the X-Files music playing in the background and convince you 1 + 1 is 3. And somebody will really fall and say, wait a minute, you know what? He may be right. We've been lied to our whole life. Brother, it is a system. They are indoctrinating you to understand that 1 + 1 is 2, when in fact it is 3. And I could go on a whole hour soliloquy telling you why it's 3, and I can guarantee you I can turn a whole bunch of individuals and they'll say, you know what, you right, it is 3, and they'll go out and go and spread to a bunch of people that it is 1 + 1 is 3, when in fact it's a very simple answer. Majority of people don't want to come to understanding, come to consensus on things. Most people just want to have information thrown in their face and they're just gonna take it and get indoctrinated. That's why I couldn't really deal in a work sort of setting or stay in a school sort of setting, because I felt as if everybody else's stupidity was weighing me down and it started to influence me. So I had to leave and break out, go into my own sort of realm, because I couldn't deal with it, man. I couldn't deal with it. But ultimately, I just want to let you guys know how I think. For those who are showing up and your newer subscribers, this is how I personally think about majority of stuff. I got to do more videos like this because I've kind of gotten away from it with the season, and the commentaries kind of dominated what I was trying to do on my channel. But moving forward, I'm going to get more into the critical analysis and stuff like that. But I really just, I think most people are just stupid, especially in my comedy. Like, if you don't like my stuff, I got no problem with it. I'm not here to make everybody laugh. It's a small percent of people who I came here to actually make laugh. Because at first, if it's not funny to me, I'm not putting it out there. If you say, oh, I want to hear this, I want to hear that, I want to see that, I want to see this, I want to see that, if I don't think it's funny, it ain't going to there. It can be funny to you, that's no problem, that's your prerogative. Feel free to get behind the camera, grab a mic, record, no problem with that, that's cool. I ain't out here to tear nobody else down, but don't show up over here talking about, yo, you know what you should do? Y'all should go over to this channel. They more funny over there. Why not just say, oh, I'll just go over there since I'm not really rocking with this. I'll just go over there. Like if you invited me to your mother's house or your father's house and we sat down and we were eating dinner, would it be right for me to say, yo, this food sucks. You know what you should eat? You guys should be eating at my mom's house. You should be eating at my dad's house because their food is on point. Never cook over here no more. Don't ever cook a dish ever again. Come to my parents' house and eat their food because their food is better. That'd be kind of stupid to me, right? So wouldn't it be stupid to you too? Back to the shadow realm I go.
I love being able to say anything I want. I had to learn to stop caring about people not laughing. Because the idea of comedy really is not everybody should be laughing. Right. It should be about 50 people laughing and 50 people horrified. Right. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be people that get it and people that don't get it. People, for some reason, the people who don't get it have a lot more energy to say you suck harder than the people who love you.
And we only hear the one person that looks at us with hatred.
But they usually also get up in the middle of your show and say, fuck you, and walk out.
I've had that.
I heard
and
that
I
you
actually
did
fucked
that
someone.
in the, I heard that Sandra...